What's up guys, DevilDogGamer here. We're back with more DCS, and today I am using Razbam's Mirage 2000. That is right, for the first time DCS has a Gen 4 high fidelity aircraft, and this thing is awesome. It was just released for beta, so it's got a little bit of quirks to it, which we'll talk about in flight. But I have a bomber with 2 escort aircraft inbound on us, probably about 180 out, so we're going to try to get in the air and go try to intercept it, and we'll talk about this aircraft. But first, we got to start it, so we'll go ahead and keep that up for right now. Let's get a zoom in, and we'll get her started here. Yes, I know. Now, there's a few things that are incomplete on here during the startup, so it's a lot faster than normal. So we're going to start our engines. Let's go ahead and get our lights on. Good. One of the things being the navigation. We don't have to wait for it to align. We literally just turn it on and boop, we're aligned. That's one of the things that's missing. Get the parking brake up. Yes, I know. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn on our HUD. Let's go ahead and get our radar on. Let's get the RWR up. Alright, so that's on. We got our countermeasures. Drop that parking brake. So what else? We gotta get the canopy closed first off. There we go, canopy's down. Let's go ahead and get all these switches flipped. I've literally probably spent 2 or 3 hours with this. It was actually released on Christmas Day, which, you know, DevilDog ain't gonna get a chance to use it. Yeah, I need one more click. There we go, radar's on. I already got something on the RWR, that's interesting. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and taxi. I think everything's good to go. I think we'll taxi right. Yeah, let's taxi right.
Clear to taxi to runway 13.
Oh, 13? Alright. Cool. Thanks for the heads up there, buddy. So the Mirage 2000 is a Gen 4 aircraft. It's an interceptor. It's a delta wing, which is awesome because it has good high angle of attack, good maneuverability in a dogfight. Also doesn't have any flaps because it's basically a flying wing, which is awesome. There's a few things that are missing with it. First of all, the refueling probe, you see that little thing right there? That doesn't work at the moment. You can boom refuel from a drogue chute, which is awesome. That's definitely the favorite way. Oh shit, they're already airborne on us. Oh shit, we're gonna have to fast taxi. They're right there. Holy crap. Which is awesome. The radar's a little finicky here and there. This is a fast taxi. Along with the missile performance. The Magics, the 530s, the Super 530 Deltas aren't really that great, to be honest, but they could use a little bit of tweaking. I should have probably gone back over there. Oh yeah, they're really closing us. That bomber's gonna fuck my shit up. But the Magics seem to have some issues with drag. They seem to slow down pretty rapidly. It's pretty hard to engage anything at 5 kilometers with the Magics, let alone the 530s. So there's definitely missile issues, for sure. So this thing's definitely still gonna get stomped on by F-15s and Su-27s and their superior AIM-120s and, you know, crazy Russian missiles. So this thing is definitely still in the territory of, oh crap, you better play it the right way, which is what I'm definitely trying to learn, how to dogfight this thing. It's definitely an interesting dogfighter. Yeah, they're coming in quick, so we're gonna have to burn straight up. Right now, there are some flight modem problems. It is a fly-by-wire, which basically means that there's a computer that controls all the flight systems of this. Every little tweak and roll, everything, there's 1,000 corrections at the same time that the computer's doing to keep this thing flying. You can turn that off, and you can completely do backflips left and right until your wings rip off. That shouldn't happen. You should be able to turn off the fly-by-wire and do some crazy maneuvers, but stall out, engines go out, you know, stuff like that. Not be able to recover like people have been doing, which is cool. There. Also, the rate of climb on this thing is insanity. That's going to get fixed here soon. Hopefully along with the radar, because this radar is actually weird. You have to lock things twice. And sometimes when you lock it the second time, it'll reset the radar, and you have to go and find the target again. Wow, that thing's right up there. Alright, so we're going to get into combat mode right now, because I feel like as soon as we launch, we're going to have issues. Looks like 2 fighters behind the main. I think that's the bomber up there. Alright, we're just getting out of here. We're launching as fast as possible. Let's go. Alright. Full burn. And my rudders are a little sensitive in this thing, so don't laugh at how jerky it is all over the runway. I have to reset that curve for sure. But this thing is fast. Definitely over Mach 1. Easily capable. Let's get the gear up. And we'll climb for an intercept with these guys. Alright, so this will be interesting, because the missile performance on it isn't that great. It probably is, I'm probably doing it wrong, but hey, I'm still learning, so don't yell at me if it sucks. But they said, I've been reading the forums, they said they are going to do missile tweaking. But this is awesome, because most of the DCS aircraft are Flaming Cliff 3 aircraft, which are basically no clickable cockpit, no high fidelity, just keybinds, joystick bindings, fire shoot, spam rams. And they're not really fun to fly against. Honestly, I like the MiG-21 and the Mirage 2000, and I definitely am excited that we're going to get more of these aircraft soon. Razbam already said they're doing the Harrier GR7 and GR9 next as their next aircraft, which are awesome. Because they're not BVR aircraft. I don't think they can carry any AIM-120 spam AMRAAMs. I almost called it spam rams. So it'll definitely be more, you know, hard mode aircraft. And I can't wait to start seeing servers with a lot of just high fidelity aircraft only. Completely eliminate the Flaming Cliff 3 aircraft. Because that's why I don't really play DCS multiplayer anymore. So a lot of people just sit there and use the F-15s and the Su-27s and just, you know, pretty much SEAL Club everything else that flies in the air. Okay, should be getting behind these 2 contacts over here. There they are. Got them on radar. We'll lock one. Let's go and lock the other. We'll let him turn off. He's turning too. One away. Nope. Oh, splash. Hey, where'd your buddy go? I'm surprised that 530 even hit that guy. Where'd your friend go? He broke off to the right, didn't he? I believe he did. He might have hit the deck. I'm definitely still new to the radar, so trying to find stuff on radar for me is definitely difficult. Oh, there we go. We got something right there. What's that? There he is. Either that or that's the bomber. Either way, let's go kill it. I'm going to try to keep the altitude advantage. That's how the 530s perform better, is firing from a higher altitude than your target. You know, if you fire it straight on the exact same altitude, it's not going to have the same characteristics or distance or probability of hit as if you're firing it from 10,000 feet higher. might be the bomber. No, I think that's actually the other MiG. Let's get a little closer and fire. Make our success rate a little better. Let's keep an eye out, make sure nothing's coming up behind us. It's pretty much heading 180 right now. Alright, one away. Yep, that's him. That's the other fighter. See the 530 already dive. It didn't really seem to... It definitely didn't seem to take into account of his movement. It's very easy to dodge. Alright, so we're going to get into close combat mode with this thing. He's going to fly right by us. He's trying to come in for a head-on. Let's cut throttle a little bit. Try to come right down behind him. Yeah, that's a MiG-23. Switch to cannons. Oh, shit. Oh, dude. I didn't bleed enough speed. Shit. He's way too close for the other Magic. Now this thing has twin 30 mils, so it's definitely a beast when it comes to guns, which I seem to not be able to use that well. There we go. And he bailed out. Let's finish the plane off a bit. Oh god, I am terrible with these guns. There he goes. It's back on fire again. This plane's definitely badass. I think the bomber might have gotten away. Let's actually increase our radar range. He was up 35,000. We got enough fuel. Should be able to climb up and at least scan for him a little bit. Let's get out of close combat mode. Well, let's stay in close combat. Fuck it. Not seeing any contrails. That's our air base. Remember I talked about the rate of climb at this thing? Watch this shit. We'll get up to 75,000. No problem. Just gotta watch fuel. I mean, you can see the fuel rate burn with the afterburners full throttle. It's nuts. Already at 31,000. $40,000. Zero fucks given. And the stars start to shine. 50,000. I mean, the rate of climb on this thing is insanity. There's Las Vegas. Yeah, it looks like we're only going to get to like 65,000 this time. Yeah, we're going to have to level out. 65,000. Oh, 70,000. The edge of space. We're getting there now. We're not even close. And we're stalling out. And we have issues. Looks like a lot of stuff in my aircraft have frozen over, including my engines, which will actually get a little lower and turn back on. Runway's over there, so... Okay, so we don't have any engines at the moment. Or radar. So we're gonna throttle back. We're gonna kind of orient back towards the airfield in case I can't air start it again. You really, really, really want to make sure you got enough room to glide it back in. Probably be faster to get to McCarran, which is over there, but I'm gonna bleed more airspeed trying to turn for McCarran than I am Creech over there. Alright. I think we'll try to air restart at about 48,000. Let's give it a shot. Goes the RPMs. Put it up to... Oh, there we go. She's slowly starting back up. Jesus. Alright, a lot of the warnings went off. Systems are coming back online. Let's try to restart the radar if possible. Well, let's wait for it to fully kick over. Oh, radar's back. Looks like everything's good to go. Yeah, we're golden. Alright, let's see if we can get back to the runway. Preach.
In field 1-1. Request navigation assistance.
Nothing? Alright, screw you two. Well, we got a long way to glide on this one, boys. We're 35,000 feet up. Let's go ahead and dump this last magic. Why not? You'll see it quickly loses juice. No, we actually lost it. Oh well. This thing is crazy. The roll rate on it is nuts. Did it actually just lock onto my own missile? That's awesome. Oh, I have another magic? That's cool. And they lose steam pretty damn quick. Let's turn off our weapon systems. We'll go for the main runway at Creech. The 1-3. No, not the 1-3. I think that'll be a 0-6. Probably a 0-6. We didn't get the bomber, but we took out the 2 escort fighters, which is fine by me. Slowly making our way down at like 30% throttle. So this thing doesn't have flaps. It has slats, but you don't really have to use them just because of the delta wing configuration. But because of that, it does have a high landing speed. So you're doing, I think, at around 180 knots is right when it starts to stall out. Like, it's the appropriate landing speed, I believe. I usually do like 180, 190. The drogue chute doesn't work. So when you're coming in that hot, the differential braking, it's going to squirrel around a little bit. Because I don't usually use this hot and heavy of differential braking as I do with this aircraft. So it squirrels around a little bit. But since it's beta, everything's going to change on it. They're working on changes now. I think the first update's coming around. It's not out on Steam yet because the beta aircraft always get released for the original, for the digital combat simulator that's sold at their store. And then they push the Steam update later. So I always suggest if you really like DCS, get it off their store, not off of Steam, because you could buy Steam aircraft and activate them. I don't think they're really, I know they're vice versa one way, but not the other way. So I think it's one of the ways, one store you get it from works on the other, but the same store doesn't, etc. So just pick one and use it. I personally enjoy just doing it right from then. But it is beautiful aircraft. There's a lot of beautiful details to it. I mean, like the weathering, it's all crazy. Should probably turn on my landing lights, huh? What does this button do? Nothing? Alright, I hit it anyways. We're still airborne, so it can't be that bad. Alright, I can't turn down my gear until 260. Yeah, I know. We're at 12,000. We're going to follow the road in that ridge line. Try to orient ourselves between the road and the ridge line. Yeah, that's a long enough runway. I think that is the 06 runway. Vertical speed is kind of crazy there. That's not what you want to land at. 4,000 feet a minute. No. No, you do not want to land at that. Alright, so we're starting to turn. Definitely need to throttle back a little bit more. Gonna get a warning from this. But that's alright. I'll take the warning. We're not even slow enough to drop our gear yet. And of course the air brakes are also busted for me too, so we just gotta let her glide in. Like I said, it's still beta. A lot of stuff's getting fixed. I got a dedicated team working on it. Alright, I'm gonna quickly turn to kind of bleed some speed here. Because we're approaching the runway very fast. So we're gonna bleed some speed. Oh, that didn't help. That did it. There we go, just a little bit more. There we go, now we can drop some landing gear. Shut up. And we're also coming in extremely high, but the gear's helping us slow down a little bit. And let's get back on the landing. Our glide slope is definitely a little ridiculous here. But we'll make it on the runway. Hitting about 200 knots. I want to keep it around 190. So I can start throttling up a bit until I can get there. Yeah, but we still have a lot of altitude to bleed out here, so I'm going to keep this glide slope and try to level it out a little bit as we get closer. Double check my gear is actually down, which it is. Alright, we're going to aim short a little bit and then level out the glide slope about here. Alright, cool. We'll level her out a bit more. Start flaring her. Start the flare a little early. Throttle all the way back. And we're down. Bring the nose down. Alright, here comes the crappy differential braking. I suck so bad at it. Oh, God. Okay, there we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh, shit, that's the end of the runway coming up, isn't it? Yeah, when you even tap, like, I have these brakes set on, like, really high. Oh, shit, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, the brakes are definitely super sensitive. Super sensitive. So, yeah, going at that speed, God, you need that drogue chute so bad. I wish that would actually start working. Alright, so we'll taxi on over there.
Taxi to parking area.
Oh, thank you. I totally forgot to ask you guys for a landing permission, but I don't think it matters too much now, does it? There we go. Alright. So, this is the Mirage 2000. Pretty nice aircraft. I'm definitely enjoying it. It does have air-to-ground capabilities, but it's limited. It has Mark 82s, rockets, snake eyes. It has laser-guided munitions, but no way to designate. So you have to use a JTAC or a buddy laze, which basically is somebody else lasers for you. You take that laser code and put it into the GBU and drop it and it follows somebody else's laser. Which I don't think is working at the moment. Somebody else said that that wasn't working, but hey, it's still beta. Hopefully get it working. So it's definitely going to be a nice little multi-role aircraft. So you can carry some bombs, maybe some missiles, have some high speed, high altitude fun. So it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. I think I might put it in this hangar, because why not? Because that seems cool to me. So we'll go turn it into here. Alright, let's start powering some stuff down here. Oh shit, what the hell? No! What is going on? What did I do? What the hell did I do? Oh, what the fuck? So apparently it went to like full throttle, and it's on full throttle. How did it do that? That's interesting. Well, that's a fail. Fuck this. Alright, boys. Oh, wow. The bomber actually made it back to base. It landed at Nellis? That's interesting. Alright, boys. So that's the Mirage 2000. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments below. Talk to you guys later. Peace.